Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Today we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So the Baylor Bears will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Bennett. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff, and here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Bennett. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. They're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to you seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on 3rd down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football, and they've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Hands it off. Turns it on at midfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buck. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Orange.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here at the opening drive.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner is stopped. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll go to the ground. The Bears will move the sticks with the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Bennett. And wings it incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Williams will pass. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with a sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Trying to beat the DT. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They run the reverse. Hard running there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
On first down, here comes this offense. Wide out in motion. Williams looking for a man. He lets it fly. Snags it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Sims. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Finds his back in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They're trying to get to him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Bears line up to punt it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Finds his tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Syracuse! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Looking for a man. It's Bennett. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Got his man quickly. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, it's Haynes. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the...
And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bears have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Bennett. It's complete to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Bennett. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse.
And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll go right back to it. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Feeling some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Orange. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up 14 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Bennett. Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sims. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll leave it with the lone back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quarterback moving. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Syracuse right back at it. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Cuse! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Bennett. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sims. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Bears are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Good timing on the quick out. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He's gonna pass. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Williams will pass. Got his man in the middle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Got it. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space, it's Willis. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Syracuse! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been jumping around since the first whistle. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sims. And he's running in the open. He's at the 20. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
I love the play call because you're trying to get this fast as you can because his ability after the catch is sensational, and you saw it on that last play.
The Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Bennett. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, you can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. The aerial assault continues. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
He finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Here Here comes the offense on second down. Williams looking for a man. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The next time the offense gets down at this point of the field, they need to run the football because this is what's happening when they're trying to throw it in back-to-back plays. 2 negative plays in a row, not good.
Fires into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's Bennett. He wants a big play here late. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this.